Twitter Spaces, the Cypher's live. Ozman collects, he's hosting dives through digital realms with shows at 5. Web V, meet Marvel, the narrative thrives. Weekends we speak with Josh and Stride. Collectors going digital, we coincide. Digital sweepstakes handouts for those who abide. Bring collecting space news, we never miss guys. V chill, kick back, geek modes. From car flips to comics, the spectrum loads.
All right, everybody. Osman Clay 63 here. I'm just getting my bits and pieces together, so running a little bit behind. Hey, Hinano in the house. Say how are we, bro? Hey, Span. How we doing, guys? I see we're back. We're back at it. Been gone for a while. Been off having a wild adventure in Vegas, but we're here and we're doing it all again. So I hope everyone's doing well. Everyone's having a great weekend. All recovered from our adventures in Vegas. Oh, and now it's up to the stage. Hang on, let me get you up. Let me turn this off. Do. All right, we're there. Hinano, bro, how are you, man?
What is up? People as advertised. Bro,
People.
I missed you. I'm here to hang out. Let's go.
I know, let's go. I know we're back to being voices on a computer screen again.
Yeah, tell me about it.
What up, what up?
Hey, Josh, how are you, mate?
Not too bad. How's everyone doing?
I'm good, mate. Good. So just getting back in the swing of things.
I know.
What's up, man?
It's weird having just seen each other, and now we're well, what you guys just said, back to the screens. But sorry I'm late, man. I had some connection issues, so I'm here.
It's all good, mate. So you're here, you made it. That's the main thing. Well, now you're here, and now everyone's here. Let's get in some intro music and let's get into the show because we got a few things to talk about. We need that one.
On Twitter Spaces, the Cypher's live. Ozman collects, he's hosting dives through digital realms with shows at 5. Web V, meet Marvel, the narrative thrives. Weekends we speak with Josh and Stride. Collectors going digital, we coincide. Digital sweepstakes handouts for those who abide. Bring collector space news, we never miss guys. V chill, kick back, geek modes. From car flips to comics, the spectrum loads.
All right. Okay, everybody. Osman Collect 63 here, and we're back. We're finally back again. We're here for our Web V Weekends episode 55. Oh, getting a bit rusty. But yeah, guys, we're back at it, episode 55, and yeah, this is a Web V Weekends. And if you're here for the first time joining us, thank you and welcome. And basically, what is Web V Weekends? We're more or less just a chilled collector's space where we like to talk about digital collecting, and also just collecting and all fandom in general, really. Just everything from Marvel to DC to Cryptoys, McFarlane, VeVe. We predominantly talk about VeVe, but we also cover all sorts of other stuff as well. But I've got a funny feeling that majority of this conversation this time around is probably going to be our experiences at Dcon, which not only do I want to hear about our experiences, I want to hear about your experiences too. So if you want to come up to the stage at any point during the show, you're more than welcome to. But let's start off with introducing the one, the only, my fellow co-host and friend, Josh, Collectors Gone Digital.
What up? Man, I'm excited for this one, dude.
And where is it? That's what I wanted. I know, we got so much to cover. And
sorry, introduce Hinano. Yeah.
I know. I was about to say, and also we've got the real Hinano, not the fake one, not the cheap knockoff. We've got the real one with us. How are you, mate?
Yeah, no Tenmo visions of myself today, but what is up, guys? It's good to be here with you all. I was just on Arcades Live this morning to kind of do a Vegas recap, so I'm looking forward to having a conversation with you guys, and I do miss you guys. We had a lot of good fun last week, and I want to do it again.
Can't wait for the next one.
Oh, mate, yeah, the next one, so the next one's we're going to be eyeing up New York. I think is going to be the next one for next year.
Mm-hmm.
But we definitely have to make it happen.
Well, can I butt in here because I know Oz was the last one out of all of us to kind of leave Vegas. You had a
Mhm.
whole other day. I don't want to wait anymore, man. I want to hear how your trip ended because I know you spent a lot of time with
Oh,
arcade. You went to the Grand Canyon and all that. So how did all that end up finishing off for you?
yeah. Well, before I get into it, I counter you with with another question of my own.
Oh,
Did you get your phone sorted?
yeah. Okay. So get this. So actually I found this out with you in Vegas, but the train that I planned on taking back to Niagara actually ended up being closed for construction the day I got back. So I land on the plane. I ended up like renting a car and to make my way back. And so I ended up like replacing my phone and everything on that drive, upgraded to the new Pixel 9, which is nice. So yes, I am as D like to say back in the Matrix, but yeah, back up to speed with all that. So
Ah, it's good. It's good to hear.
yeah, man.
Yeah, so for anyone who's not familiar with it, basically what happened is like the first Friday night of was the Friday night or was the first night? I can't remember which night it was. I think it might have been the Thursday night. Thursday night, that's what it was. Thursday night. Josh actually broke his phone the very first. It was the first night we were there, and it was unfortunately stressing about it the whole time he was there about getting his ticket for Dcon and all sorts of other stuff. It's you don't really realize how reliant you are on that thing until it breaks. But we
He
got through it.
partied so hard. He partied so hard. He went crazy. The phone just was like, forget the phone. Boom.
It's like I'm off the chain.
We weren't quite there yet, but yeah, no, it was like a waterfall effect, man. Because I broke it, and I was like, that's not that too big of a deal because, well, I didn't think too much of it in the moment, but then yeah, I realized my decon tickets were on there, my trade tickets. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh no.
But going back to answer your question, uh, actually before I answer the question, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's joining us in the space. I see Chris Severs there in the background. Chris, hope you've been keeping well, mate. And I see you picking up those awesome mint numbers again as normal. I see Fried Labbits with us, Sven's in the background, and Death Bunny as well. Always a pleasure to have you guys here. And of course, D, the one and only, not the other one, but the only one we've got. And pleasure to have you in the space. And I look forward to hopefully chatting with you if you're able to come up if the little prince will let you. But yeah, going back to your question, Josh. In the days after we basically parted ways, yeah, I spent an extra couple of days staying with actually Arcade and Cricket. Um, what can I say? They are fantastic hosts. They Arcade basically was so welcoming, welcoming to his house. He actually gave me keys to his house as well, which I was quite surprised by. So he actually entrusted me with the safety of his house, which I felt quite humbled by. And basically, we spent a bit of time together. I actually got some artwork done by Arcade on my arm to as a little memento of the trip, which I'll go over in just a second. And basically, spent a bit of time together. Yeah, and then so that was on the Monday. On the Tuesday, I went and did the a day trip out to the Grand Canyon. It's amazing, absolutely amazing piece of scenery out that way. The pictures just do not do it justice. It's just something you have to see with your own eyes. There were a couple of times where I had to like pinch myself and just realize like, I was actually looking into like the Grand Canyon because in some scenes it just looked like you're looking into a painting or to a picture or something. It was unreal. And that was basically a 12-hour day trip. So that was on a coach. So he took us out there, did the thing, and then came back again. And basically, there was a couple of times like during the night where myself and RK basically we said, okay, we're basically just gonna have a movie night. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna just like chill out, watch the. He's highly encouraging me to watch the Penguin because I haven't had a chance to see it yet. But that unfortunately didn't end up happening because we were both so tired from our time. We just basically passed out on the couches. So, but yeah,
I was gonna ask because, and this was maybe oh gosh, like an hour before Arcade drove me to the airport.
oh yeah,
We were chilling at his, me, Oz, him, Cricket was there, and then he randomly brought up the idea of going out to the desert to shoot some rounds, and it never ended up happening. It never ended up happening. We went to the pinball arcade. It never ended up happening. But I was wondering after I left. I was like, did you guys end up doing that?
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Okay.
I know. It's like this. But you know that could also be a good thing as well.
Hey, that's a bucket list item for me when I go back for sure. So,
But yeah, but I tell you what, the pinball arcade that he took us to, that was amazing. Like, picture this, like a big warehouse just full of pinball machines and old arcade machines. It was amazing.
Yeah, incredible. You definitely know more about that than I do, but it was really cool.
And so yeah, so basically that was the Tuesday, and then for my last day on the Wednesday, I actually went to Arcade's tattoo shop, and I actually got myself a tattoo done by the man himself. So a nice little parting bit on my arm to sort of take with it, and you guys are gonna love the design that I've got. I'll have to post a photo of it eventually because I wanted to take a photo of it once I got all the plastic and stuff off of it. But picture this: it is a spider's web with a pair of dice with the number 5 on it. Now, that basically symbolizes, because 5 means being V in Roman numerals. So I've got Web V on my arm, and also with the dice, and dice symbolizes Vegas. And the best part, now this is the best part, it was done on a Wednesday.
Oh, nice. Nice. Now, did you guys come up with that together? Because I know you were asking for him to kind of like come up with some ideas. Was that him or?
Yeah. We basically sort of spoke about it, and like, I said, like, I want something like to sort of represent, like, my time here in Vegas, and he came up with the idea of dices, and he says, okay, dice, okay, cool, okay, let's roll with that. So we went with dice. He goes, okay, so like, we have like a 5 on it, 5 like, being V. I was like, ooh, okay. So how about we throw like, the spider web in there as well. So Web V in Vegas, and we were like, yes, that's it. That's the design.
That's awesome.
So yeah, big shout out to Arcade for doing that for me. And yeah, so I'll post some photos on X as well. I just wanted to give it a bit of time to heal. And yeah, so far it's looking very, very nice. Looking very nice. And yeah, that more or less sums it up. So that day I basically hit a few more comic book shops. Picked myself up a whole heap of Aliens vs Predator comics because I went to this old kind of like a, it was kind of like a little comic book shop, like in like kind of like a what's the word, like a kind of like a shopping center bazaar type thing. And yeah, and it literally just had like long boxes of old comics. It was like amazing. And it was like older stuff too. Like, Hinano, you would have had an absolute field day in here because I had loads of Star Trek stuff. And yeah, picked up a whole heap of comics from there. Basically, yeah, wandered around for a little while, and then Arcade took me to the airport, and then I was on my way home.
See, that's the thing, man. Like, and I said this on my stream as well. Arcade was really like the cherry on top. Like, that dude showed us so many cool spots that only locals would know about. Like the diner was another one.
Yeah.
Right? And if we didn't have him there, none of that would have happened. So huge shout out to him, man. Because yeah, that really made the trip for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And also I also see Casual and Vegan Things are listening there in the background as well. Absolute pleasure to meet you guys in real life as well. Casual, just actually putting a face to your name as well, mate. And also big thank you for the pins as well, mate. It was absolutely one of the highlights of the trip. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to spend more time with you than I did, but yeah, again, it was a pleasure meeting you and actually seeing you bust out some karaoke in real life, man. So yeah, real cool to see. And also Vegan Things as well, mate. Pleasure to meet you as well. Again, sorry I didn't spend as much time with you as I would have liked to have done, but there were like loads of people at Dcon. And if you guys are able to, I'd love for you to come up and share your stories because I know you guys spent a bit of time out in the mansion, in the VeVe mansion, and on that side of things. So I'd love to hear your experiences if you're able to. But if you want to listen in the background, that's totally cool as well. Yeah. What about you?
I got something.
That's what I was about to say. What about you, Hinano? What about you?
Well, first off, I miss having our hash house mornings.
Yes.
We pretty much grouped every morning at the hash house and started our day in our group. And yeah, we had there were so much people in Vegas, it was hard to hang out with everybody. But I think everybody kind of hung out at the party and culminated together. But on our way home, when we saw you guys for the last time, we got to the airport and we got stuck on the tarmac for a good half an hour. So when we landed in LAX, our flight was boarding to Hawaii. We had to actually run from one terminal to the other to get to our flight because they were paging us. So that was interesting. That was kind of a hard ordeal. And then on the flight back, I met this lady who apparently is married to one of my cousins. So it was a really cool conversation on the way home. Yeah, it was a cool conversation on the way home. The flight home was pretty quick. I think it took us about 4.5 hours to get home. Um, yeah, it was a good time, but yeah, just that one little that one little problem where we had to really run to get to our other flight. If not, I think we would have been stuck in LA for like overnight.
Oh no, but at least you made it in the end. That's the main that's the main thing.
Yeah, we made it in the end. Now I kind of want to also like add on to what Josh was saying about arcade. Yeah, he was the cherry on top. I love the fact that we got to go to his comic book spots. I think we all had a really good time on Friday when we went. We only went to one spot because I think we stayed there for most of the time, but it was cool to hang out at Vicky's with you guys and kind of have like local food. You know, it's more of like that rustic hole in the wall type of place.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I just think the whole entire weekend we hung out with each other the whole weekend. I think it was a group of at one time 20 of us at Nacho Daddy's. So such a good time, you guys. I want to do it again. Arcade said he's doing this again next year.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. He said like, yeah, we're definitely doing it again.
Yeah, and can I be the first one to say, because I know we were talking about Arcade getting a booth, and he was kind of still like question mark in the air. I want to be the first one to say that if he doesn't get one, the VeVe community should, like, I'll start the Kickstarter or something, but he needs a booth, dude. He needs a booth. He said he's friends with Sket1. Sket1 was there. I'm like, if you guys share one, whatever it takes, but he needs one for sure next year.
Yeah, absolutely. But up to the stage, we have the man, the myth, the legend, the voice. Casual, how are you, sir?
Hello. What's up?
Oh, it's like, and here he is, Casual.
It's just me.
Do you lose your voice too, Casual?
Yeah, I'm sick. I'm sick as hell.
Oh no, he's having withdrawals from Dcon in Vegas.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense though, because it's like dry out there, and then Michigan, it's all wet and rainy, and I work in a room that's 41 degrees, so it's like, yeah, I'm supposed to be sick. It took a few days to kick in, but I'm feeling better now. But I was down and out for a couple days.
Yeah, so I tell you what, that desert air was playing hell with my skin. I mean, I had like my lips were like dry and cracking. I had to like constantly use the chapsticks and like put like lotion on the hands and stuff like that. But yeah, but Casual, how was your experience? How was Vegas for you?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. We could always be better, but no, it was great. So much happened and so much was going on. It's like so much to process, and I'm not gonna lie, I threw myself off because the very first night never went to sleep. We rode it through, me and Emoji. I don't know if anybody else did, but it would not, maybe 10 minutes of sleep at most. Laid down, and by the time I laid down, other people were getting up. It was just because there was a 3-hour difference for me, and my biological clock wants me to wake up at like 5:45 a.m. no matter what. That's just how, no matter what, even if I have 1 hour sleep, that's just how it works. So we rode it through, and I think that threw me in this weird daydream for the next 3 or 4 days. Then it became like the hangover.
Yeah, I know. I had the exact same thing. I mean, like there was like an 8-hour difference between my proper time zone and Vegas. So yeah, so my internal clock was all over the place. I tell you what, the jet lag when I got back here hit me hard on Saturday. Though, like I was like literally knocked out for like a good couple of hours in that afternoon.
That's what I was gonna ask you. I was like, the jet lag typically hits you harder when you go back.
Yeah,
and you seem to be fine when you got there. So.
Yeah. No, I was all right, like going there. Yeah, coming back, like on the Saturday when I got back here. Yeah, I was just absolutely like gone.
Speaking of what Casual said, I realized because that's how I ended the trip. I was up for like 36 hours or something like that, and I told you how I rented the car. I got out of the car after the 2-hour drive, and I was like,
yeah,
I probably shouldn't have just done that. I didn't realize in the moment because I was wide awake still. But yeah, that's I feel like that happened for a few people. So.
Yeah. So Casual. What were one of the highlights for you for the for your Vegas trip?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the pinnacle highlight, obviously, Kid Arcade's party. I mean, that's definitely the pinnacle of the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
So much love to him. Obviously, my little climax moment of doing my karaoke after not doing it for 20 years and now being a karaoke host, and I know I did a damn good job. I did the best job I could, and I know that soju that Hinano gave me there, towards the end, it kicked in the last few. I had to quit singing the song, but she got a little, started spinning a little bit there at the end. But man, what a good time. That was a highlight. And I know you guys want to hear about the Magic Mansion. The highlight of that was Vegan Things Jello shot delivery that he dropped on us. Yep. I don't know if you saw the pictures, but giant ass syringes filled with Jello shots in them.
Oh yeah.
And you know what the other highlight of being in the Airbnb was with all those people is that there were a lot of times where we'd have like a scenario where like maybe like 8 of us were sitting at a table, you know, because there was 14 of us plus guests that would show up, and it would be just like my Twitter space. It would be like, you know, I'd be there like talking like the kind of like the host, and then you'd have it'd be the same people, you know what I'm saying, as my space, and then somebody would walk in and we would joke like, oh look who just joined the space, you know, and that was cool. That visual of the people I've been hearing for over a year now in real life.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Like that was kind of the same. Like, you know, with our group as well. Like it was just nice, actually, like sort of sitting down, chilling with everybody, like in real life, and just like just basically felt like another Twitter space like we do now.
Man, I don't think I met Vegan Things when I was there. I've seen his name for the longest time, but I don't think I mean Hinano was feeding me the soju as well, but I don't think I actually met the guy.
Pause. I feel like I'm the bad guy here.
Hey. You were.
No, you were the good guy. That stuff was good, man. I liked it.
That's it, man. That soju was strong stuff.
We had a memory. That's what matters.
Yeah, it was good. I felt like crap the next day. Not gonna lie. I think we ended the morning at 5:30 in the morning, kind of staggering through Fremont. But yeah, I was not feeling good. I'm lucky I didn't throw up, but I was not able to zip line. So luckily Oz took my place. If not, I probably threw up all over everybody on Fremont.
Yeah, I know. It was quite funny, wasn't it? Because like you sort of came up to me and go, look, I can't do this. So like, can you please take my place? I'm like, you know what? I will do that for you. I will take that hit, and I will be that guy for you. But yeah, no, it was a great time, and the zip line was great fun as well.
Yeah, I do gotta say. Sorry, go ahead, Hinano.
No, go ahead, dude. I'll go after.
No, it's a different topic, but I was just gonna say, Oz, I know last day you and I spent some time like one-on-one hanging out on the strip, and majority of that trip we were on Fremont, so I think it was kind of both our first times on the strip, kind of witnessing all that. So I just want to say I appreciate you and I taking the time to do that, because I mean, not only was it nice to kind of hang out one-on-one with you finally after all this time, but I think that was also kind of a cherry on the sundae as well, because I mean, that's the, you know, it's all the places you see online about Vegas, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, getting to visit, you know, the Caesars and the Venetian and seeing all the you know, the Venice sky inside.
Yeah,
with
that was
the water
amazing.
and all that. That was so cool. So yeah, I just wanted to highlight that as well.
Yeah,
Can I touch on
that?
Can I touch on the one of one? So like, so that Sunday, right? We all kind of gathered together at the food court, and I really enjoyed that one where we all kind of had our last hurrah where we hung out with each other. But when you guys all left and D and I were supposed to go and pack, we didn't pack. We spent like the entire night with the biggest bro, and we had like the most deep conversation. I think we stayed with him till almost midnight. In fact, some guy went up to him randomly and asked him if he wanted to go into an escape room, and he said yes initially until we found out he's not really into horror movies. But just like that whole night, yeah, he ended up blowing the guy off and hanging out with us longer. But like that whole night, it was just a really great conversation. It was really good to have a one-on-one. The biggest bro, his wife, who was just phenomenal, and also Video Shane was staying in the same place, and so like it was just really good to like get to know the biggest bro personally on a personal level and having that final conversation of Vegas with him, because I felt like I really got to know him better. I feel like we're all family, to be very honest, but like just having that last conversation was really great. I mean, we got to spend time with you. I finally got to meet you for the first time, Alex. 2 years in the making.
I know.
You know, it's crazy. And then also Josh, we got the face reveal, and you were just great, man. I really feel like that this guy should be cherished in our community because he is so knowledgeable. Even at 5 in the morning, drunk off our asses, this guy is still sharp.
That's right. Yeah, that was good time.
I don't know what to say to that.
Dude, we were ripped, and you were still giving some cherries on the top, some really good conversation. We found some, like, I think it was called Cafe Lanai, which had like food from where I'm from, so it was kind of funny, and yeah, it was a great conversation. So yeah, those were many icings on the cake, but like that one-on-one where we had with the biggest bro was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And also just because I can see a True Check down there listening in the background, I have to apologize because like I actually walked well at the arcades party. I actually walked right past True Tech and didn't know. I just didn't know who he was at the time because again, that's another one who hides behind a PFP that I didn't have a face to put a name to. And it was funny because like I brushed past him, like we kind of like give each other like a little bit of a look. And I'm just like whatever, and I keep walking. Next thing I hear someone say, "Oh, it's True Tech." Like like True Tech this and True Tech. I look at. I think I must have looked at it might have been like Mahalo or Wulu or one of those. I go, was that True Tech? And he's like, yeah, that was True Tech. I was like, oh crap! I felt like so rude. Like, and I was like, man, I have to go say hi. I go up to True Tech. Like, man, I'm so sorry. I walk right past you. So again, True Tech, I do apologize. I didn't recognize you at first. So yeah, but again, another one it was a real pleasure to meet you in real life, mate. Again, another one I didn't spend. I wanted to spend more time with than I did. But yeah, it was for the brief moment we had, mate. It was a pleasure meeting you. So I just want to quickly put that one out there.
But I wanted to chime in before I drop down because I got to charge my phone and stuff.
Oh yeah, mate.
And I do some stuff. Yeah, my only regret about this trip is that I didn't get to spend more time with the Web V fam. Our Airbnb was pretty far out, and with so many people, I didn't even have enough time to bond with all the people in our Airbnb. So it's like, I think going into it, I had hopes that I'd spend time with every single person in it, and then it's like it wasn't that I wasn't trying to. It's just that it was just really hard to do.
I know.
And
I know.
but the people that I did bond with, I mean not bond, but had like a good chat with. The chats were great, and I'm looking forward to do it again next year. And every year we get a little closer as a community.
Absolutely, I second that. But yeah.
Well said. Well said. And casual,
Well
dude,
said.
it was an absolute pleasure meeting you finally, man. Putting a
Pleasure,
face to the
man.
name,
Definitely.
so.
I agree, man. It's huge to meet people, especially when you're not doxing. This was my doxing. This was a big deal for me too. And not only that, this is the first vacation I've been on in 4 years. So this was a big deal.
Wow. So let's go. With that one.
And I'm not alone. There was others too. I think Cash Flow, it was his first vacation in years and stuff. Since we're there's still people recovering from the state of the pandemic. So I'm free though. The chimp is out, you guys. So I'm gonna drop down and I'll catch you guys later.
All right, no, casual. Rest up, mate. Get well, and yeah, we'll talk more soon when you can. Love it, absolutely love it. Guys. So let's see what. I mean, I had to make like a long list because like we just did so much on that trip. I mean, I actually kind of forgot half of it, so I had to make like a big, massive, long list. Like, well, what actually did we do? Well, we did tons, but yes,
That's the thing, man. I keep thinking the same thing. I keep forgetting that we went to the Pawn Star shop, and that was actually like one of the highlights for me.
Yeah,
like, there's so much going on.
We did, yeah. We went to the Pawn Stars shop. Like, was it from the TV show Pawn Stars? And yeah, it was actually a really cool shop. They had loads of cool memorabilia in there. Yeah, they had a flux capacitor from Back to the Future. So Hinano, you would like that one. It was all signed by Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox.
When did you guys go to that? Was that when we were transitioning with? Because I think we split up after the comic shop and we kind of went our own ways until we met up at Dcon. When did you guys go?
I think it was like second or third day, but it was before Dcon, right?
So I'm just like,
yeah,
I think it was.
I want to say it was right after the comic.
Yeah. Oh, maybe.
So I'm just quickly consulting my photos because that's the one thing I did take a lot of as photos, and photos are great because it actually gives you like a chronological time of when you actually did stuff. Because like I said before, you forget half the stuff you do. It's
funny he mentioned that because I'm putting together that video now, and I'm on the section where it's like day 1, and I'm like, wait, we didn't do that day 1. That was day 2, and then I'm like rearranging the entire timeline over and over again, trying to remember.
I'm on the same boat. I'm making a video as well. It's just taking my time to like compile it all. D took a ton of pictures, and the biggest bro decided to like give me some extra pictures on my phone that I didn't ask for, which are kind of funny. So sadly, it's going on the internet now. So stay tuned for that.
Oh, stay tuned. So you go. Yeah, we did that the Friday before Dcon.
Was it that soon? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, just because like my next little photos here go from us being at the pawn shop to basically being at Dcon, where you and myself actually had the privilege and the honor of chatting with Ron English.
Yeah, we talked to a lot of cool artists. Klim from Neurish is a highlight for me. But
Yeah.
just before we get into that, if you guys have any more like content from the Pawns, or I guess just you, Oz, if you have any more content from that, can you send it to me? Because that's one of my my regrets right now is I don't have enough content from that trip.
Yeah,
But,
mate.
But yeah, no. In terms of Ron, like Oz and I walked right into the convention, and maybe within the first 10 minutes, we walked right up to the first booth, which was Tokidoki, and I turned around, and right behind the booth was like a drink spot where you can
That's
just order drinks, and nobody's there. But Ron had just walked in with his missus, and they ended up getting a drink at the booth. So I tapped Oz on the shoulder and I said, "Hey, this is our opportunity." So we walked up and we had a nice, it was probably like 25, 30-minute long conversation with those guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, Ron, very easy to talk to, and his missus as well.
I can't remember her name either, but I did talk with her as well. The wife, right? She was super easy to go up to and talk story with.
Yeah, that she was really cool. Really easy to talk to. We actually had a bit of a conversation about like, cause I asked her like, cause she was originally going to come to the Dcon party. I said, "So you're going to come up? You're going to sing a song?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, I'll come up on the mic and like we'll do a little bit of like a bit of Willie Nelson or something like on the road again." The do. Had a bit of a dance, a bit of a
no rabbits, no rabbits.
No rabbits. I was quite surprised. But yeah, it was Tarsa. Tarsa was her name. But yeah, lovely lady, Ron and herself. Yeah, really pleasure to speak to him. And we ended up speaking to a lot of artists at Dcon as well. Like we had who we talked to. We spoke to Alison Bamcat. We spoke to Mumbot. Who else? Nina Paloba. And just name a couple. But yeah, that was the whole Dcon experience was just amazing.
Yeah, Luke Shui was another one.
That's right.
Klim from Neurish. From Neurish. I just want to take a moment to highlight this guy because we went back to his booth several times actually, and maybe like over the course of the entire event, I probably talked to him for a good hour and a half, 2 hours, one-on-one. And this guy's passion about his collectibles, but also just the future of digital, like you can see it. And he like one thing I'll say about this guy is, and this is nothing against the like VeVe, but he has been presented as like a bit of a smaller artist. And this dude has like a really strong background, like 25 years in the space. He's sculpted and modeled work for Jermaine Rogers, Ron English. He is responsible for the supersized Ron English collectible, the McDonald's one.
Yep.
He said he went back and forth with Ron to develop that one. There was a lot of work involved with that. And his mentor is Frank Kozik. So he's worked for a number of years with Frank. He's done work with Mondo, which is another license on VeVe, who's apparently not out of business. So yeah, this guy is he's not only passionate, but he's been in the space for a while. He has connections, and I love his collectibles, loved his entire team. And I think that what this guy's going to be doing moving forward, I think I mean, he's got a bright future. I mean, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what this guy does with VeVe, and especially in the VeVe verse, because some of the conversation I had with him had to do with, what he can do with his toys in a virtual setting. And this guy gets it. So I just wanted to mention that.
Yeah, definitely. I just want to highlight Klim as well, like for also providing all the prizes and giveaways for Arcade's party.
I got to give a shout out to you too, Alex, because you're the one that kind of set that in motion. I was there when you were talking with him about that, and he started offering all that, and he offered a lot. I mean, everyone who actually won Arcade's bingo game got one of the noggles, as well as some other stuff from the Nunes booth. And that Clem, right, was his name?
Yeah, that's right.
Super awesome guy to talk story with, easy to talk with, and he was the collectibles that I bought the most from VeVe that weekend. I do like what is it, the Wiz? That's my favorite. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know. I do. Yeah. I do kind of regret that I didn't pick myself up a pair of those glasses now.
Yeah, I'm
You,
the
you can get
same.
them online. You can get them online.
Yeah,
I keep looking at vegan things profile. I'm like, damn it.
I know. Same. I'm just like, I'm like, it's like, missed opportunity. But it never mind. Still, the guy was a pleasure to speak to.
Yeah, yeah. It was like a full circle moment too, because I talked to him the day before his drop, and he was like really nervous. He didn't know what to expect, and he made a comment about how I just hope we see the noggles on like different characters and stuff like that, like
Yeah.
outside of his IP. And I went back to his booth first thing in the morning after the drop, and hands in the air. I'm like, so what do you think? And he's like, dude, I'm so happy. It went really well. And he held his phone up and he showed me a photo of, I think it was Elsa with the noggles on. I was like,
Oh,
there
yeah.
you go. So yeah, he was getting tagged left, right, and center. He was super happy. So yeah, hell of a guy. So
Yeah. No, really. Yeah. Again, yeah, I can't say more positive things about the guy. Yeah, he's absolute pleasure to talk to, and looking forward to seeing what else he drops on VeVe coming soon. But another one that's also really cool to chat and chill with is the London Police.
dude, you were doing like karaoke at their booth with one of them. You were like singing while they were painting.
Oh, yeah.
They were just genuinely happy people.
They were really cool. Oh man, I totally forgot what they were singing now. But I think
it was the song that you were getting ready to sing with KC.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it was a stay with Rihanna. That's also another fun fact, ladies and gentlemen. Casey and myself, we ended up doing our long overdue duet of a stay by Rihanna, and a lot of fun. I also busted out a little bit of Backstreet Boys in the background there as well, but I don't think anybody noticed.
I have evidence of that. I have the whole song, my friend.
Excellent. Well, hopefully it sounded all right and everyone enjoyed it. That's all I care about.
No, your karaoke.
Can I drop in here? I want to not to change the subject, but I want to kind of point out not necessarily artists, but some of the people we met. We got to meet Double Quill for the first time. Lovely lady. Got to meet the LP for the first time. She got some stuff that she got. I don't think she won some stuff. I think she was just given some stuff. It wasn't a giveaway if Double Quill is listening. And then also Shawnee Poo. My goodness, that guy is literally who you see on camera. And it was such a pleasure to meet him. Shout out to the Web3 wives that hide in the background because we got to meet all the wives. Atem, a lot of people give Atem gripe for being too honest on X, but that guy is just so awesome. Down to earth dude. His wife is super cool. So shout out to the people that hide in the back and don't really say much or doesn't really like the fame or be in the spotlight. But I got to meet a lot of those guys. Mission was just awesome. I love his that guy's dry humor is on point. Like
he is smart too.
For being a guy with a bunch of
impressive.
Bitcoin and never wants to mention it.
Yeah. It's quite funny, like with Mission, like it always makes me laugh, because we shared an Uber on the way home later, and obviously like Mission's done. I'll just say Mission's done very very well for himself, and I'm offering to try and pay for this Uber, and he just looks at me and goes, "I don't need your money." It's like, I'm rich. I don't need your money. I'm just like, no, you have to take my money. You have to take my money. Put your money away. And then there was another time where we were at what was it, the donut place, what was it called, the pink box donut,
pink box,
yeah, that's it. We actually did a donut tasting session, which is fantastic. Mission picked a donut. He did his review, which we are going to call Mission approved. So hopefully he does something with that, because I reckon it's very very catchy. And again, like I'm trying to offer him water because he says like, I'm gonna go get myself a bottle of water. So, Mission, I've got a bottle of water here. Please take my water. He goes, I don't need your water. I was like, come on, Mission, you can't. If my money's no good to you, at least take my water. But again, he wouldn't have any of it. So again, Mission, lovely bloke, and I'm just so glad I spent the time that we did together and get to know him a lot better. So big massive shout out to you, Mission.
Yeah, I second that. I second that. He's an impressive guy. I mean, he was talking about separating, personal from LLCs and all this and that. But I mean, aside from that stuff, like he's a huge collector too. He bought some really cool pieces at the convention, one from Mondo.
Oh yeah.
But he also like his like Almonix collection, Kid Called Beast collection, VeVe collection. He has some insane pieces. He has like 50 A Kid Called Beast.
Wow.
He's got 4 secret rare the Marvel comic #1s. I'm like, this guy is, yeah, he's got a really, really good collection. So it was a highlight meeting him as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I met him in the Cryptoys community. He's considered a Cryptoys whale. I think he's like 1,000+ Cryptoys with
Yep.
500 golden tickets. But he's humble. He's humble. He doesn't ever say that he's a wealthy guy. But yeah, he's he super cool guy.
Yeah, absolutely. I second that. Yeah, I'm just trying to think who else can I say positive things about? I mean, I've just like everybody. Yeah, like I said, the whole experience was just historic, absolutely historical. Especially for myself as like being like first time in America, first time in Vegas. Didn't know what to expect from anything, but very 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 pleasantly to know that everyone is exactly as they appear on camera. So that was very reassuring.
Can I also want to take a moment to highlight Video Shane, because
yes,
I mean he was the one who tagged along with us on the strip the last day, and he was someone who I actually never interacted with prior to the trip. He's a mod for the McFarlane team.
Yep.
And
he's actually the head mod.
Head mod. There you go. And I mean, aside from just his current position, he's a super successful guy as well. He's worked for like Pixar and Disney back in the day. We spent a ton of time with him on this trip, and nothing but positivity. Super passionate about the space. There was actually one dinner that Oz and I had with him and Mission, and this was actually it was the night before, I think, last day, and it was like it wasn't like a diner, but it was like a restaurant tucked away in the corner of a casino. And we had this super nice conversation, man. Super nice. I won't get into like the details or anything, but Video Shane contributed a lot to that as well. So if he's listening to this, yeah, man, I really appreciate everything he had to add on that trip as well. So
yeah, I second that as well. I also really loved playing tour guide with us as well, like taking us through like the Venetian, the Palazzo. And just taking us through all the hotels. And I tell you what, some of those like we said before, the interior of the Venetian in particular was just like wow, it was like so impressive. There's like a whole like Venice Canal in there. The roof is painted like with the sky. So I've actually got a photo like I actually took of it, and they said if you didn't know any better, you would say that photo was basically outside. It was amazing.
Yeah, and like I said before, it was Oz and I's first time on the strip, but Video Shane has been there. I mean, he was there earlier this year, so he knew the area really well. So yeah, he was like the perfect tour guide. He was like, this is that, and this is that, and we can go over here. It's awesome. So yeah.
Nah, very cool. And Casual's back. Casual.
Yeah. So since it's recorded, I did want to give a shout out. This is the Easter egg of the trip, you guys. You wouldn't believe this. So the bartender at Kid Arcade's party was also the karaoke host, and you guys saw her sing. She opened up and sang and absolutely killed it, right?
Yep.
And I sang, and she thought it was kind of interesting that I was giving shout outs and doing all that stuff. So she knew something was up, and I told her I did karaoke. I was a karaoke host on X. Well, turns out she's probably the biggest influencer we had in the entire party. She has over 600,000 fans on an app called Bigo Live, and she's got like almost 70,000 followers on Instagram, and she's on every single platform pretty much except X. So I told her to get over here one of these days and do some karaoke and stuff, but I'll send her this little Web V clip. I put her link to her IG in the comments below. But yeah, who would have thought, right? Huge ass streaming influencer right there, serving us drinks, busting her ass. So check out Yetta the Brown, like I said, down in the comments.
Okay, there you go, guys. Fun fact, everybody. I had no idea. So it's like with this one. It's like shock, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, also as well, I'm just on the subject back to Arcade's party. Again, another big shout out I want to give to I Break Stuff Steve and Cricket, Arcade, Three Biggest Bro as well. Just all of them just to making that party what it was. And my God, what an experience it was. Arcade's game, his bingo game, using VeVe collectible cards. He actually designed those cards himself, mind you. Was the most gambling I actually did on the whole trip. I didn't gamble once the whole time I was in Vegas. But yeah, it was really, really fun. Everyone had a great time. And one memory that sort of really sticks in my mind is that very, very last round where he was basically just about ready to give away everything in that last thing. Like, if it wasn't bolted down, you were basically going to give it away. So like you had like Max and Janie's camera tripod things that was basically up for grabs. I remember I turned and looked at I think it might have been Hinano or Dio, one of the two. I said, like, you better be careful. He'll start giving away the chair that you're sat on before you know it.
He put so much work into that game, yeah, and even the names for some of them, like Electra, I think it was like Fro's girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he went above and beyond, man, for that. Because I mean, the game was just one component, right? Like then he had the giveaways, then he had all the art that was set up, and then the venue.
Yeah.
I mean, then after the venue, next day, I think he spent like, and correct me if I'm wrong here, guys, but I think it was like 5 to 6 hours or something like that tattooing certain guys, and then next day did the same thing. The amount of time that guy puts in is just insane.
Oh, actually, that's another thing that sticks in my mind. Like, yeah, because like, so arcade just operates on an entirely different level. I mean, like, he just go, and there's like a moment, like, I'm sitting at the bar, like, with yourself and Hinano and that, and this is about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and arcade's coming around the corner. And he goes, oh man, I'm so tired. Let's do shots. it just runs off again. I just lose my mind laughing.
That's exactly when Hinano started feeding us shots, dude. I was fine, and in 10 minutes, this guy gives me like 6 shots.
You guys asked, I provided. No, it was cool. Can I point out one thing that was really special that night was the Biggest Bros intro when he was talking about how we're all from the internet.
Yeah.
We all came to just culminate and have a good time. Like that was such a really good intro. Even B-Boy Steve, he had the intro before Big Bro.
Yep.
And then you brought in Arcade, and Arcade got recognized for like 10,000 NFTs that he's given to the community in the past 2 years, all hand drawn, no AI. That was such a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I mean, I was quite shocked by that. I was like, 10,000 NFTs. So wow, it's like shock. But yeah, no, he definitely puts in the work, and again, I can't say more positive things about the guy. So, yeah, fantastic human being and fantastic host as well.
Yeah, and just to add on to that, I'm not trying to like fanboy here or anything, but like we're just talking about the VeVe community, because like last day he took us also to like this burger joint, and he was talking about like all the murals he's done inside restaurants in the city and this and that. So like the VeVe community is just the one component of what he does, which I mean, yeah, insane.
Yeah, no, I second that. Yeah, well, there's like outside the VeVe community, I know he does a lot of like he teaches breakdancing to kids as well. He's also got all his art projects as well, like in various communities there. Yeah, like it just goes. Just nothing but giving.
He also has another YouTube channel that's just dedicated to breakdancing called The Spin Theory, and he's got a huge following there as well.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's pretty low key about that, but I've seen him. I'm a subscriber, so I've seen him on there a few times.
Very cool. And again, guys, I want to say a big thank you for everybody taking the time out of your busy day to come and chill with us in the space. Like I said, normally we talk everything that's going on with VeVe, fandom, digital collecting, and all that sort of fun stuff. But we've all recently just come back from a massive Dcon event in Las Vegas, so it's been the majority of our conversation this time around. But we may throw a little bit of VeVe talk in there towards the end of it. And I've actually, before I forget about it, I've actually got a giveaway which is actually being supported by VeVe. So again, thank you so much for that, guys. And yeah, we will have a little giveaway a little bit later on in the show.
Awesome.
Other thing I'll add here, just before I forget, is VeVe just posted 20 minutes ago another VeVeverse beta tester spotlight clip from Falcon. It's showing some more stuff in there, including some like moving elements. So if you guys want to check that out.
Oh, cool. So yeah, again, another massive. That's actually on my list of talking points. Is big shout out to Falcon. Actually, we've actually having an opportunity to see some of the work that some of the Vault Builders have been putting out there, and Falcon is the first one. So hopefully we'll see more in the future. But yeah, I'm loving what Falcon's been building in the background.
Yeah, I made sure to pin it at the top there.
Yep. Yeah. Sorry, Hinano.
No, I'm saying I'm loving these teasers that VeVe has given us now, the little bits and pieces to kind of like build up to like I guess the big reveal of what they're going to be showing with this. But I love what I'm seeing, and the momentum looks really good.
Very true. Just before we move on to the VeVe talk, was there any other highlights from Vegas, Dcon, anything else that anyone else would like to share before we start moving away from that? Again, guys, if anyone's out there wants to come up to the stage and share your stories, I absolutely want to hear them. I know I see a few listening there in the background. They were there. If not, totally cool, guys. We'll just carry on.
Yeah. Last thing I'll add.
Yeah,
Oh,
Go ahead, Hinano. Go ahead.
sorry. Yeah. So I just want to say that if you've never been to a Dcon or VeVe meetup at all, I highly suggest you think about doing it. I'm looking at you, Mr. Severs, and a bunch of other you guys down there. It's really awesome. I mean, Josh can attest. This is one of his first. This is my second. I gotta say, this was better than Dcon 2022. I had a really good time with you guys. I feel like we've really became family. I can't wait to do it again. I miss you guys, and I'm looking forward to the future of where digital collecting will take us as a community.
yep, I second that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just gonna say. Is yeah, if you guys haven't been to one, and I know it's like speaking from like my own experience, I always saw the comments and it never really kind of clicked with me. I knew it was kind of something to consider, but yeah, I got off. I said I stood up out of my seat when the plane landed. I was like, what the hell am I doing, dude? Like, I'm in a city I've never been to, Vegas of all places, by myself to meet people who don't know what I look like. I'm like, what am I doing, dude?
I know.
Might as well just like fly home. But no, it was worth it. I mean, worth it is an understatement, but yeah, getting to put faces to the name, meeting people like Casual, and then finally Oz and Hinano and Dean, all those guys, absolutely incredible. Yeah, can't stress it enough. If you guys haven't been to one, just rip the Band-Aid off. I got to rip another Band-Aid off and turn the camera on now, but it was worth it 100%.
Absolutely.
And we won't talk about what happened at Nerds. We won't talk about what happened at Nerds.
Happens in Vegas, stays in Vegas.
Let's just say Nerds was definitely something different. Definitely different. And we'll leave it at that. But like Josh said, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But yeah, and also as well, before I move on to it, I also want to give a special shout out to Guri. Guri was kind enough to rent a car for the first couple of days that we were there, and actually gave us all a little bit of transport getting around Vegas. And also I went and experienced the Hoover Dam, and also went out to another area called, I wrote it down, the Valley of the Fire State National Park, which was just amazing countryside. It was like it's more or less like being like on the surface of Mars. It was like nice red rocks, like really rugged terrain. It was amazing. And big shout out to Guri as well. And also I also shared my first experience at White Castle with Guri as well. So we had our own little Guri and Oz go to White Castle moment, and really a lot of fun. So
yeah, shout out to Guri. He was also another awesome person to meet. I don't want to miss anybody, but he was phenomenal.
Absolutely. And if we do miss anybody, we do apologize. But yeah, like we said before, there were so many people to meet and spend time with. But yeah, so
Fro and his brother. Fro and his brother was awesome.
What am I forgetting? Yeah, of course, we had the privilege of meeting Fro and his brother Anan as well. And those guys are so cool in real life. Like I had a great conversation with Anan. Spent great time with Fro, and you guys are everything in real life that I hoped you'd be.
It really sounds like we're talking about a VeVe event right now, but it wasn't.
We made it one.
We made it one. I'm also getting distracted by this animated PFP in the bottom. I don't know if you guys see
it. It was a community event.
That's right. You could do that on X.
So what are you looking at?
Oh, he just left the space. Damn it.
Oh, okay.
No, apparently you can have animated profile photos now. I didn't know that.
Can you now?
Yeah, the guy had like a little cat that was jumping up and down. Anyways, that's my short attention span. Moving on.
That was your squirrel moment. Squirrel!
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, guys. Well, how about we move into some a little bit of VeVe talk, because we've got a little bit of things happening on the VeVe side of things. So as we just recently just got announced as well, we've got a diorama dropping very soon as well, along with the Punisher drop, which is our first Evolvables drop, which is another exciting thing. Let's see. Let's start with the latest news, with the breaking news. Maybe how about we start with the Punisher's Last Stand, which is our diorama. Josh, Hinano, have you guys had a chance to look at this at all?
Yes. I am probably going to go for it in the aftermarket. I mainly want to collect the common for the first appearance, and maybe I'll collect the other ones that evolve over time throughout that week for my own collection. But I'm not going to chase.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm going to keep an eye on the market. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, I actually not particularly a big fan of the ultra rare and the secret rare. I'm just not liking the skull mask. I'm not sure if anyone else is feeling the same sentiment as I am, but yeah, I mean, all the way up to the rare with the trench coat and the skull on his chest, brilliant. But after that, I'm just the mask is just not doing it for me. What about you, Josh?
I'm with you.
I got mixed feelings. I think the detail, you can clearly see it's getting better. Like facial features, you can see the detail on like the skull shirt and the leather jacket. I think it looks awesome. And especially the diorama. Big fan of those. I really like seeing them. In terms of like participating in the drop, I'm going to be waiting on the sidelines. Yeah, not going to be going for it. I just want to kind of observe, see how the first one goes. But like my biggest thing is just the fact that waitlist is only used for the first one. It's not used for the rest, but you can't really use it for the rest, because I know Guri and I were talking about how people kind of get stuck at the gate and then you're not really chasing the secret rare. So it's like it's a weird one. So I just want to see how it plays out and then kind of go from there. But I think the detail on the drop looks awesome.
And then of course, we've got the Punisher's Last Stand diorama, which is being dropped on the 1st of December, which sounds very interesting. So it's a 30 gem price point, and it's 974 editions, and it's ultra rare. And it says here, the Punisher's Last Stand. This animated 3D digital collectible diorama features a detailed crime scene where Frank Castle's car has crashed through a brick wall while evading the mob. Collectors can enhance their display by placing the Punisher 3D digital collectible inside. Ooh, the Punisher's Last Stand diorama, surrounded by intrinsic elements. I've probably said that wrong. It says like bullet holes, graffiti, and scattered crates of weapons and ammunition. The detail, rich and dynamic setup makes it a captivating tribute to the relentless world of the Punisher, perfectly embodying his fight against crime. So very, very cool. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what the vault builders do with this one.
Yeah, I think it looks awesome. And then also just to because I know when we originally saw the drop, we were all sitting at the table kind of winding down for the night, and we saw we saw the original announcement, but we didn't see what the the chasers were going to be.
That's right. Yeah.
Now they've been announced. What do you guys think about those? Because I personally like them. I was under the impression at first that it was just going to be like a different style. Like they were just gonna. I know we were joking about them just turning it all gold or like all platinum or something.
Yeah.
The red metallics. But no, I like how it's like actual like accessories for the clothing for the collectible. What do you guys think?
Yeah. So what exactly is it? Because I'm just looking at the article here now. And it says that the common basically just the only difference between that is that it's got the white boots and the white gun strap. Is that correct?
Yeah. So and that's another thing. I know the Medium article was a little confusing, but I'm pretty sure it's the boots and then the strap on his legs and waist.
Yeah, that's right. But the other ones, like the uncommon and the rare, they don't have any other details with them.
No, so that's the confusing part. I'm pretty sure that it's the same chaser for the other ones as well.
Oh, okay.
Because I was under the impression that each rarity has a chaser, but they only show the chaser after the common. So I think those apply to all the other ones as well. I might be wrong, but that's the way I took it.
There you go. Well, guys, if anyone knows anything, feel free to write something in the comments and say you're more welcome to. If anything, guys, if you want to come up on the stage and chat, give us your thoughts, your opinions, you're more welcome to do so as well. That's what these spaces are all about. Basically just chilling and talking VeVe collectibles and fandom and all that other fun stuff.
All right, we got the thumbs down from the VeVe account, so I'm wondering if it is just the first rarity then.
Okay, righto. But yeah, but right now,
Did you guys just see the diorama they just dropped?
Yeah, well, that's what we were just talking about. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I must have cut in and out. I'm like walking in a shopping mall right now with my
Yeah,
family. My
yeah.
bad.
No, we were just going over the diorama, saying it's 974 editions and 30 gem price point. It's dropping on the 1st of December, and yeah, I think it looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, I like it too. It looks really cool. I might actually buy this in the aftermarket.
So I can actually just see like you like sort of like doing like a bit of a swap and change, like with some other collectibles on the app, like maybe like a Red Hulk, or maybe I don't know, something like completely random like a Sebastian or an Ariel or something like that. I don't know, maybe some cars. You can have a lot of fun.
I'll some noggles, man. That Punisher's getting
Oh yeah,
noggles from me.
definitely getting noggles. Cool. So yeah, so we've got that one dropping on the 1st of December. We've also got the Evolvable drop, I believe, is dropping on the 30th, which is on the this coming Saturday. So also another fun fact as well, guys. If you're out there in the London area on this coming Saturday, I'm actually organising another VeVe meetup. This Saturday, along with myself and a few others in the community. So if you guys are in the London area around this coming Saturday and want to hang out with some of the fam, hit me up. We've got a group chat, and yeah, it's gonna be a great time. So one of the requirements that we have for that Saturday is that we need to be somewhere with good Wi-Fi so we can get in on this drop. But I mean, like I said, me in particular, I'm probably liking the rare, because that's kind of like my version of the Punisher with the skull chest and the black trench coat. I reckon if I was going to go for it, that's probably the one I would go for. This one with the skull mask, though, like the ultra rare and the secret rare, where has that actually come from? Does anyone know? Is this more like come from like a newer Punisher comic? Because I had never seen this up until now.
No idea.
No, if anyone knows, please write in the comments or come up and let us know. Oh, here we go. So I got a comment from VeVe Digital Collectables. One chaser on the common only for the Punisher drop. So there you go. So it's only the one chaser on the common.
Oh, so there isn't a chair. Oh, so it's not for each rarity.
No, apparently it's just for that one. So, okay, interesting.
Where did that talk come from, where each chaser had a rare, or each rarity had a chaser?
I think that actually came from the original article about the Evolvables drop. But saying I'm pretty sure I can find it because I'm looking at it right.
Because you remember the biggest bro finding out about that in Vegas, and he was like, "Oh, this changes everything."
Yeah, he's like game changer.
I think we were having breakfast at the Hash House when we were talking about
That's
this.
right.
And I think maybe we just misinterpreted the first article in terms of what they really meant.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm just seeing a special edition commons will typically be the same collectible design as a common, but individual. So I'm just reading the article here, like basically on the blog site, and it says here, special editions will make up a small percentage, approximately 3% of the common editions, meaning that you have a chance to secure a super low edition collectible. Yeah, special editions will evenly distribute across the sale of commons editions, and so you have a chance to secure that. The special edition commons will typically be the same collectible design as the common, with unique visual differences that distinguish them from the common. So that will be our white boots and our white gun strap. So basically it just basically seems like it's targeting all the commons. While all commons will have a special edition chaser, hang on, this might be where it was. So whilst all commons will have a special edition chaser, other rarities will also have a special edition for the excitement of the chase from common to secret rare. So maybe that's where the misinterpretation came from.
So is it just because they haven't announced it yet? Okay, yeah, because that was my question. I was like, there's definitely like a conversation in the community about how each rarity has a secret rare, and they focused on that, about how it targets each level of collectors so that they can chase something that's rare. But does that just mean that the other chasers haven't been unveiled yet?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to stay tuned, find out. But yeah, but that's what it says here in the media mark, or in the blog article for the Evolvables defining digital collecting. So redefine digital collecting. So if you want to check it out for yourself, you can find it there.
To be honest, though, everything that we're talking about just supports why I'm sitting on the sidelines. Because I just want to see how this plays out first time, and then I'll be a lot more familiar with it than the next time around.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like you just watch. Like I'm sure something will break, something will so not working, and you drop. That's just how it is. Like this is something new, and yeah, it's just again just seeing VeVe on their journey towards being awesome. Like as we know, I personally been in with VeVe for like just over 3 years now, and just seeing it progressing from where it was then to where it is now. They've basically come like leaps and bounds. So this is just them just progressing forward. And you guys are killing it, by the way. Whoever's behind the VeVe digital masks there, yeah, you guys doing a fantastic job, and keep doing what you're doing.
Speaking of which, might be wrong with this, but I'm pretty sure somebody else has been brought on board to handle their social media, because their videos that they're posting lately is like spot on. I think they have like some awesome content that they're putting out. I mean, the video with David choosing the collectibles was awesome, but then they're also highlighting like vault creations from the feed inside of the mobile app, which we've never seen before. So yeah, hats off to them for that.
Actually, that's another one that's quite exciting to see. Is we've got a update coming for the mobile version of the app. How do we feel about that?
Needed.
Yeah.
I think the app that we've been using is pretty long in the tooth. So I'm looking forward to the interface change and to see how smooth and buttery it'll be.
Yeah, same. Just from what I can gather from the initial promo video, yeah, it looks like it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be slick, very similar to the web app, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how it goes. But I don't think we've actually got a drop. We've actually got a scheduled date for that yet. So I think it's still in the wait and see mode.
And I'm interested to see how the AR function is going to work. So on my Android phone, it's non-existent. It doesn't work. When I was trying to take pictures with Fro and his brother, Fro's brother tried to save the AR picture. It wouldn't save on my iPhone. I've got an iPhone 14. I've never been able to save photos by taking them in the VeVe app. So I have to like do a screenshot. So I hope all that gets fixed.
Yeah, I'm the same as well. I know with my phone as well. My phone is actually a OnePlus 12, which is a Chinese model phone, which you can get here in Europe. But again, the AR function on it doesn't work. So I try using my collectibles and augmented reality, and they just basically behave like erratically. They don't sit still. They float off into the distance. So yeah, hopefully hopefully either the company that does that phone gets their system bits and pieces together, and yeah, hopefully I get to using it again. It'd be nice to display some of the collectibles in AR. But what?
VeVe, don't listen to them. It's just because they have iPhones and just knockoff phones. It's fine. Androids and Pixels, they're fine.
I have an Android and an iPhone, buddy. I got two of them, and it actually works better on my iPhone. I just can't save it.
iPhones.
No, not for me. Sorry. No shade on no shade on iPhones. Just not my preferred phone. But what other fun stuff we got coming down the pipeline? So we've got that one.
I have something.
Ooh, could this be maybe the Lamborghini maybe?
Well, we could talk about that, but I'm kind of dying to talk about this tease that they're doing with this Wolverine and banana thing.
Yeah, what is that all about?
So I don't fully know, but there's two things that come to mind. There's the Wolverine from Fortnite, which I keep telling myself, I'm like, there's no way. But then there's that banana, and I'm pretty sure there's the backstory is some dude walked into a museum and just taped a banana on a wall and pretended like it was artwork, and some dude ended up buying it, and it was like a $6 million price point or something like that it sold for. And that it looks like that's the banana that they put on the claws for Wolverine, but I don't know why it's Wolverine. So I wanted to see what you guys think.
I'm actually at a loss as well. I wasn't really sure what the relation was to the banana. I know what you're talking about the dude who put that banana on that art piece, but how it correlates to VeVe, I have no idea.
Yeah, same. I mean, like I said, Josh, I'm with you. The only thing that seems to be any like correlation is like like they said, the banana, Wolverine, and Fortnite.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. But I know that. I mean, who knows? But I know the CEO of Fortnite has talked poorly about NFTs before and has said that they're never going to be on the platform. We're never going to have a secondary market and this and that. So I don't know if they can work with them in another way, but yeah, the P Wolverine is the only thing that comes to mind. But if anybody has any other thoughts, drop them in the comments because I'm really curious about this one.
Yeah, and also personally, we're the majority of us are at a loss for what this actually is and what it's all about. Like, because this is one of the things that happened while we're in Vegas, and just like I'm just looking and seeing it all over the X spaces, and just like, okay, it's a banana taped to a white background. It's cool. That's about all I got. It's kind of like this. It's like that one. Yeah. So that's more or less the collectibles you got on the way. So like I said, we've got the Punisher Evolvables drop coming on the 30th of November, and then we've got the Diorama coming on the 1st of December. So that's on the Saturday and then on the Sunday. But Josh, I know that you were very excited about the Lamborghini Miura dropping in the app. Did you manage to get yourself one?
Not yet. No. So I joined the wait list and I had a client call me 3 minutes before the buy now popped up.
No!
So I missed the drop, but I actually went to the market because normally I wait a couple days for things to settle, and I was ready to buy one right away. And I went to the market. I looked at the white one. I was like, nope, can't do it. And I looked at the orange one. It was only like 20 gems in the market, and I couldn't pull the trigger because I have to get that car in yellow. So, I just didn't want to spend the gems right away, but I'll probably pick it up in the market. But yeah, it has to be yellow for me. But love the car. I think they smashed it. I think it looks fantastic.
Yeah, so definitely looking really good. And just for anyone who's curious, I should tell you what. Let's head over to the market and let's do a little bit of shopping. Oh, it feels like forever since I last played that song. Right, so let's have a look here. So we've got the I want to say orange or red, the Arancino Miura. That's probably wrong. That's going for, that's our uncommon. Our uncommon is going for 15 gems and 99 frags on the floor. We have got the white one, which is our rare, is going for 23 gems, 99 frags on the floor. Now the yellow one, Josh, is going for 100 gems on the floor. So getting up there on the pricier side. But the green one, our secret rare, that is going for 1,099 gems. So if you land yourself a secret rare, you're doing all right.
Well, that's good news though, because the yellow I think was up at like 140 or 150 yesterday. So I'll probably pick it up tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, this car is by many car enthusiasts is considered the first supercar ever. So it's a big car, not just for Lamborghini, but it's a car that definitely gave them a lot of notoriety back in the day. I have to get in yellow because I just always saw that car yellow when I was growing up. That's just the color for it. But yeah, it's interesting. Like the headlights, they're modeled after a woman's eyelashes. The engine, it's the first mid-engine supercar ever. So and part of the engine was actually installed like horizontally in order to fit it. There was another James Bond. So there was a bright orange Miura that actually was in the opening sequence of, I think it was the Italian Job back in the day.
Okay.
And then that was before Aston Martin kind of became like the flagship car for the brand, but that was also featured in that series as well. So yeah, beautiful car. So definitely my favorite Lamborghini on the platform now.
Ah, very cool. I didn't know that. What were you, Hinano? Did you pick up a Lamborghini at all?
I did not. I actually went for the Ultimate Spider-Man 160, and I pulled the lever twice on the comic. I got a rare and ultra rare. The ultra rare is what I wanted, which is that I think it's Joe Quesada, the Virgin variant.
That's right.
The 1 in 100.
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
Yeah, so you know that there's a raw copy going for on eBay right now for like $899 raw.
No way.
For that cover. So yeah, I didn't know either until I went and looked around. But yeah, so super stoked. I got that. I went and bought is it Space Pirates? Captain Harlock.
Yeah.
I got a copy of those from Ablaze because I wanted to read the story. I'm looking at the Lambo, but I'm waiting. I'm patient. I've just mainly been trying to collect those Nunez. Is that what it is?
Yep.
Nunez? Um, yeah. So I got the Biz Wiz, and then I just bought the Swim Shady. So I'm just kind of waiting. I should have bought those the day that they dropped because they were being disrespected really badly, but I waited too long.
But yeah, but again, that's another one that dropped while we were in Vegas. Is we got all the Blaze comics that are out and about now. Me personally, I haven't picked up any yet, but it's good to see that we finally got a different publisher on the app. So what have they got? So yeah, so they've got the Sumerian, they've got Queen of the Black Coast, and they've got Captain Howlock. Hopefully I said that right. Yeah, both look very, very cool. I know the Sumerian and Queen of the Black Coast, they're focused very, very heavily on the Conan the Barbarian universe in Hyboria. So I might pick myself up one or two of them later on down the track. And as for Space Captain Harlock, I mean, I've seen that before, like out in the anime space, and yeah, looks very cool. Have you had a chance to actually read any of the comics yet?
Not yet. I should, since I have a crying baby that wakes me up every 3 hours at night. So sooner or later, I'm going to get to that. But guys, I got to run. I'm taking my daughter to a birthday party. So I just want to say thanks for the conversation. Like I said, I wanted to hop up here because I miss you guys. And we're back to our digital town square meetings that we always have every week. Shout out to everyone in this space. I see VeVe in here. Christopher, I remember you from the party. It was a nice meeting you along with True Tech. As well as everyone else down below. And also, Alpha guys, we are going to have Collectors Gone Digital on Aloha Friday this coming week. So tune in for that. It's going to be a great conversation with Josh. And brothers, it was really cool hanging out with you guys last week. I can't wait to do it again in New York because I believe that's the next thing that we're planning to do together.
Sir.
So I'll talk to you guys all soon.
All right, bro. Take care. Have a good one. Say hi to D for us and the kid, and yeah, and the little prince, and yeah, enjoy your birthday party.
Yeah, what Oz said. Thanks for stopping by, man. And yeah, can't wait for the next one.
Yeah. All right, take care, mate. And yeah, so you're going to be on Aloha Friday. Are you possibly maybe going to do a face reveal?
Oh, the questions are already coming.
The questions coming. I guess you'll just have to tune in to find out.
I told D if my camera arrives, then yeah, sure, fine. But I mean, just to be transparent with everyone, I've yet to order a camera. I just don't know exactly what the best one is, but I'm still looking. I'm gonna order it, and then I told them they can use my my photo instead of my PFP. But yeah, I'm easing my way in.
Yep. No, very cool, guys. And yeah, I guess you just have to tune into Aloha Friday on the Real Uncon podcast. So yeah, if you want to possibly maybe see what Collectables Digital looks like, you just have to tune in and find out because it may or may not happen. Who knows? But again, guys, yeah, again, big thank you to everyone who's staying with us. So listening in the background, I see a few new fresh faces. See Christopher there as well, mate. I do remember you from the party. I believe I sat next to you, and yeah, we had a good time with our arcades game. I see True Tech still with us, Chris Evans still with us, Key Nino still with us as well. Great to see you, mate. Vegan Things, Notorious Moon Boys there, Richard. So California Comics. So how are you, mate? Looking forward to catching up with you this coming Saturday, mate. We're gonna have a fantastic time. So Fright Lab is with us, Sven, Seabass Nova. So another one on my side of the pond. Good to see you, mate. Shankster. So Roll Thunder 4 and Captain Peanut. I can't see the rest of the name, but again, thanks for dropping in, guys. Much appreciate you guys taking the time out of your busy day to come chill in space with us. And like I always say, if you want to come up at any time during the show, you're more than welcome to. If you want to share your experiences of Dcon in Las Vegas, like we've just been doing for the start of the show, or if you just want to chill in the background, write something in the comments, you're totally welcome to do that as well. Or you just want to chill and listen to us chat, that is awesome as well. And just bear in mind, guys, we will have a giveaway, which has been supported by VeVe, which we'll do a bit later on in the show. So stay with us, and you might have a chance to walk away with a random giveaway from VeVe. So again, a big thank you to VeVe for putting that on for us. Much appreciated. Right, and see what else has been happening in the space while we've been gone. So we've got a couple of comics on the horizon as well. So while we've been gone, we've had a Thor 364 and Ultimate Spider-Man 160 dropped on the app. I do believe they're not sold out, but if you want to pick yourself up a copy there in the market, you can do that as well.
Can I just mention one more thing about the Lambo?
Yes.
Just considering we have VeVe in the space, and this is
Yep.
to them. Just I want to take this opportunity, jump on it if I can. But one thing that does stand out to me about the Miura is just the license plate. I know I'm being super picky here, but I'm just wondering if in the future you guys can release like the European cars with the European license plate, because I know it has like the North American license plate. It just looks a little odd. So just wanted to add that point. But yeah, sorry, Oz, keep going.
No, that's cool. Well, there you go. Like, hopefully, someone out there in the VVs are listening. So yeah, a little fun fact. Write that down. But yeah, as for comic books, so where are we at with 24? So on the horizons this week, we have got Thanos Rising #1, which is a 2013 comic, and is the origin of Thanos. So let's jump over here and have a look at it. So as it says here. Thanos Rising #1, the origin of Thanos. Thanos rises as the unrivaled rogue of wretchedness in this gripping tale of tragedy, deceit, and destiny. Where did this demigod of death and destruction come from? And more importantly, what does he want? The answers come from a journey that will not only change the course of one's boy's life, but will soon change the very nature of Marvel Universe. Ooh, sounds very epic. So it's a $6.99 price point, and it is 5,000 editions. And it's nice looking covers. There is a Scotty Young cover in there for our rare. And our ultra, there's not no VeVe exclusive covers for this one, as I believe. But yeah, it looks cool. So if you're a Thanos fan and you want to know the origins of Thanos, so that might be one for you. But if not, I think I personally will give this one a miss. Yeah, because I reckon it's going to do what most comics do in the market. What about you, Josh? Any thoughts?
Nothing really to add there. I'm just more focused on collectibles at the moment.
Yep, totally cool. So that is coming on the 26th of November. That's on the Tuesday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then followed by on Thursday, the 28th of November, we have Marvel Superheroes number 18, 1967. So this is actually the first appearance of the original Guardians of the Galaxy team. So as we go down here, and this does have VeVe exclusive covers, I believe, as well. So this is the first appearance of the original Guardians of the Galaxy team. Earth still overcome the menace that is the Bardoon. Okay, that's it. Very brief, very brief and to the point. So that is a $6.99 price point, and it is 5,000 editions. And I do believe this is actually the first appearance of Yondu. So could be worth going for. There are VeVe rare and ultra rare covers, which are not in the article, but very, very cool. Me personally, I probably will keep an eye on the aftermarket. But yeah, very, very cool. What about you, Josh? Any thoughts on this one at all?
Nope, same answer. But I will say that Guri's in the space now. So Guri, we were just saying thank you for all the help in Vegas and in the car and all that. So appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. I definitely second that as well. Yeah, Guri, we were just singing your songs of praise not long ago, mate, by saying a big thank you for hiring the car for us, for getting around in Vegas. Big thank you as well for letting me for room with you for a couple of nights before Dcon. And yeah, it would have been nice if you were able to stay longer, but obviously you gotta do stuff, life. But yeah, really appreciate spending time with you. Our day trip out to the Hoover Dam and the Valley of Fire State Park as well, mate. That was an amazing experience. And yeah, we did so much, and also sharing our first White Castle experience together as well. Or at least my first White Castle experience together as well. Yeah, can't thank you enough. And yeah, you're an awesome dude, and I look forward to seeing you again. And right now we're just going over the coming VeVe drops and all the collectibles and all the other fun stuff in between. So I think that basically sums up the comics we've got coming this week. And then they've also got the ones coming on Wednesday as well, which I think they've actually released early. Which some of them look quite cool as well. But yeah. Oh, Guru says in the chats, "What's up?" That's it. What's up, Guri? But yeah, basically all there is on the VeVe front. And where are we at? Okay, guys, so it's coming up to the last half an hour of the show. So again, guys, if anyone wants to come up to the stage and chat, talk about your collecting experience, your experiences in Dcon or in Vegas, you're more than welcome to do so. If not, we'll just just keep chilling in the space and just doing what we do. Josh, was there anything else you'd like to cover?
Give me a sec here. I'm trying to look for the list I just had. It dropped somewhere. Oh, it's right here. Got it. Favorite parts of the trip. We talked about it. Favorite pickup. Oh yeah. What was your favorite thing you got from Dcon? What was like the favorite item you brought back?
The favorite item that I bought from Dcon is probably my. I actually got myself a slabbed comic. I got Predator #1, which was the first appearance of Predator in comics, and that was a 8.0 grade. And I said to myself, I actually found this one in a store like on the Friday night. And at the time, I'm just like, if I buy this now, it might blow a little hole in my budget. So I'm going to put it back. And if it's still here on the Saturday, which is like the last day I was attending at Dcon, the last day I'm going to get it and I'm going to buy it, and because that means that the universe wants me to have this comic. It's like divine intervention. And put it back. Went back on Saturday, and there it was. It was still there. So I was like, wow. That's it. Who am I to argue with the divine intervention? So I guess I'm going to have this comic.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, I was with you that entire process. Yeah, it was a full circle moment for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like one of the hardest things at that event is not spending, because you can spend thousands of dollars so easily.
Oh my god,
$1,000 on one piece.
Exactly. We were looking at some of the bear bricks, some of the claws, like some of the more like higher end items. We were just like, yep. Like, is that how much is one of those claws going for? It was like 15 grand or something like that. Or
yeah, I was like, what's the price on the small one? He's like 15,000. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna swallow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna put this back.
But no, I think a big piece for me actually was the I don't know how to pronounce it. Kaiui.
Oh, those cards. Yeah, those cards that we got.
Yeah, so I'll take a photo and I'll post it. But there was a booth Alex and I came across where a young guy as well. He's from Hong Kong.
That's right.
His company, and it's like a mixture between clothing, and then he also has like collectible cards, but the cards aren't like paper. It's like metal, like engraved metal that's like encased in like a CGC case.
Yep.
And like beautiful quality. And we're having a conversation with a guy, and he says that his product sold out in Hong Kong. He just came to the event to kind of promote his brand, but not like actually sell anything. And we get to a point in the conversation where he reaches under and he just hands me a box. And I was like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah, take it, post it on your Instagram." And I asked him twice. I was like, "Are you sure?" Because it was like an $80 value or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah. It was $70.
Yeah. And it was a blind box. So if you turn the box over, it shows you 12 different cards that you can get. There's 3 gold, 3 silver, and then, a bunch of others. And so Alex and I ended up pulling out our boxes, and I got a silver card. I think you got the Venom face, right?
I did. Yeah, I got the Venom face with the Spider-Man in Venom's eyes. It's an amazing piece.
Yeah, and when I say high quality, I mean these things are like fully engraved metal. Like it's really, really nice art. So I'd probably say that's a highlight piece for me. And then also the London Police print that I picked up, which was the Death Star with the C-3PO, R2-D2, and Chewie and Princess Leia. It was a piece I hadn't seen from them before, so I got one of their prints, and in the process of framing that now. And Arcade's print, actually, the VeVe collage. I'm getting that framed right now as well. So
same.
Yeah, those 3 pieces for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, those are definitely a highlight for me as well. Yeah, I mean, I didn't buy anything from the London Police, but just hanging out with them, just chatting with them. There's Sue, Rafa, and some of the other blokes there. Yeah, they're just really, really pleasant to talk to, and just love doing a little karaoke session with one of them. But yeah, they're just fantastic artists. I'm sort of kicking myself. I wasn't in a position to get one of their keys. But I would definitely say if you are in a position to get one, definitely get one, because it sounds like they're going to be they're going to be worth it in the long run.
Well, yeah. What I'll say about that is, because I didn't pull the trigger either. They're not out of them. They do have more. You can always pick them up on the market as well. But yeah, based on some conversations we were having with Suye, their plans with that card is like very bullish. Like in their words, they were saying how they wanted the value of that card to or the value that people get from the card to exceed what they paid for it. And that I'm pretty sure there's a special collectible coming in the future for those holders. So yeah, if you guys don't have one, something to consider.
Yeah, definitely. But just trying to think, what else was another highlight for me? Basically just chatting with all the different artists. I mean, like, it was actually my first, I want to say my first like real sort of go at like actually like, sort of like a little bit like a networking, and just actually, just actually taking the time to chat with artists, and it's they're really really pleasant to talk to. Like Mumbot was really nice to talk to. Alison Bamcat, Nina Paloma as well. She was really cool.
Dude, I really enjoyed that conversation. Yeah, that was another cool one. And actually, I don't think I told you about this, but the next day when I went back without you, she was on stage and I got like a little clip of her talking.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Alex and I walked up to her booth and she was actually completely unaware of the fact that her drops sold out. So we were the ones who actually told her that, and she reached over or she like leaned over to her team member and she was like, "Oh my god, it did sell out." She was really excited. But yeah, she's super sweet. Young, she's still in school for I think it was 3D modeling, and then she was learning substance painter, which is like what you use to texture the models. And yeah, she I mean, super passionate about her stuff as well. And yeah, I think she mentioned how her relationship with VeVe started from I think David pitching her at a Dcon. So yeah, that was really neat as well.
Yeah, and just for anyone who's just wondering, her piece on from DesignerCon, Hub the Golden Heart, is currently going in the market for 68 gems, and that's from, I believe it was a 30 gem drop price, I believe.
No, I think it was 20.
Or was it 20? Let me see. Oh yeah, no, sorry, no, I take that back. It was 20. It was 20, and it's 333 editions.
Wow, so it's kept going up, which is good, because at Dcon it was 40.
That's right. Yeah, I think it peaked at like about 100 at one point.
Nice.
Yeah, because I remember I was showing her. I said, "Look, not only did it sell out, but it's going up in value." And she's like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, what's interesting about her though is apparently her collectibles are completely different from like her actual fandom, or like what she collects herself. She mentioned when she was on stage, and I might butcher this, but I have the clip of it to clarify. She was talking about like the types of comics that she collects, and they're like horror specific, and like dark comics. And you wouldn't necessarily get that vibe if you saw her in person, or even if you saw her collectibles, which I thought was kind of funny. But yeah, super sweet girl.
Yeah, definitely, and really looking forward to seeing her drop more material on VeVe, and or maybe just interact with more. Maybe one day we might even get her into one of these spaces and have a chat with her ourselves. Wouldn't that be good?
Definitely a possibility. She was open to it, if you remember.
Oh yeah. I don't you worry, mate. I got plans. I got plans. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. But yeah. Well, here we go. I see a comment here from True Tech. Great show as usual. Was great meeting everyone, and I'm looking forward to seeing any I missed in the future. Yes, sir. Same here, mate. I'm definitely looking forward to catching you again. Hopefully, we'll have another opportunity come New York, because I think that's going to be the next target for me for the next meetup. At least it is for myself and the majority of the people that we were interacting with. But let's just see what else has been happening in the space. So yeah, that was basically my highlight from the Dcon experience. It was basically just meeting the artists. Basically picking up that comic book was kind of a highlight for me. I also made a particular effort to sort of raid all the stands there for as much free stickers and cards and stuff as I possibly could get my hands on, just so I had something to take back for the kids at home. Because you should have seen their faces when I came here and I said, okay, this is what Daddy's got you from his trip to Vegas, and dumped this big massive bag of stickers on our carpet. They were like, oh my god.
Remember you mentioned that.
I know. I was a little bit hesitant actually, because I was afraid that my house was going to get covered in stickers, but so far it's only been condensed to a small table. that's plastic. So I just said, you know what, go for it. Cover it as many stickers as you can get your hands on.
Yeah. So here's a question for you though. I put a post out talking about some unexpected parts about the trip, things that I wasn't expecting. what was like something that happened on the trip that you weren't fully expecting that ended up being like a happy accident?
Shawnee Poo turning up.
Nice. Okay.
That was the one. That was the one that basically stuck out to me the most, because there was a moment where we were all in the car in the car with Guri together, because Guri had to get the rental car back to the airport and then somehow get back to Dcon. And we're just sitting there like, I put a message out on X saying if anyone is able to help, and all of a sudden the car starts ringing. I was like, who's this? And on the dashboard it says Shawnee Poo. I was like, what? And then we answer the phone. I go, Shawnee Poo? He goes, hey, what's going on, guys? I was just like, what are you doing here? I didn't expect you to be coming. So that was a cool little moment. And then we actually ran into Shawnee Poo and his missus at Dcon as well. And I was just like walking along, and next thing I see the red hat, and then we sort of stop, and there's this moment where there was this moment where we stop and look at each other, and he looks at me, and I look at him, and I'm like, Shorty? And he looks at me and goes, Oz? And I'm like, hey! And we just sort of like run up to each other, like, nice big hugs. He's like, oh my God!
It's funny because he uses a PFP for his profile photo, but he looks exactly like it, like red hat and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, meeting him was amazing for sure. I think something that caught me off guard was actually one of the people at the event, which was NASA. Like,
yes.
I did not expect, like, the event itself was cool because there was a lot of stuff that I definitely didn't expect seeing. And NASA was definitely one of them. For those who are wondering, NASA had a booth there because they have like a full graphic design department, which I mean, when you think of NASA, you think of obviously like being an astronaut, right? But you don't think of applying to NASA to be a graphic designer to teach people about space. So, I mean, I'm looking right now on my table. I'm still trying to flatten out all the posters, but I have like probably like a good 20 posters from their booth of like different art, like about the Kepler telescope and like just different stuff about space, dark matter and stuff like that. And yeah, that was a really interesting booth because not only was the art cool, but yeah, I got to talk to some of the people at the booth who kind of explained their experience. There was one girl there who was, I think she was similar to my age, but she talked about how, on her lunch break, when she's done with her work, she gets to go and see people build all of like the spaceships and stuff. I was like, that's so cool.
Wow.
But yeah, that was definitely something I did not expect from that event, which was cool to see. So
yeah, and also the cool thing as well is like those posters were like really good quality posters too, and they were all free. That's what really got me as well. I was like, really? It's like these are free? It's like yeah, take them. It's like you could easily charge like at least maybe like $10-15 or something for them at the very at the very least, and they're giving it out for free. I was like, wow, okay, I want to take it as many as I can get my hands on.
Beautiful art too, beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm hanging up all of them for sure. So yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, like I said, the whole experience was just it was amazing. Just spending time with everyone. Also, spending time with a double quill as well for the first time. I mean, like a double quill was another one that sort of like stood out to me as well because lovely lady, pleasant to talk to. I remember we were all posing for a photo once. I asked a double quill. I said, double quill, is it all right if I take my photo with you? Like, you're all right with photos, or like being respectful and asking, or not just like playing paparazzi and taking photos and that. And she just looks at me and goes, yeah, as long as I don't have to smile, it's okay. I was like, okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, she was giving out pins to everyone too.
She
with her
was.
mint number. Yeah, that was awesome.
That's it. So big shout out to Double Quill as well. Yeah, it was a pleasure meeting you again. Thank you again so much for the pin. And yeah, I've got it sitting on my shelf right now. Actually looking up at it along with all my other pins. So yeah, another one I'll cherish as well, along with Casual's pin as well.
Nice. Another one actually is Kryptoni. Kryptoni was walking around the event.
Yes.
I mean, the guy had some killer leather jackets, might I say, but
yeah,
no, he was handing out his own merch, and if you guys don't know, he is the producer for one of Chris Brown's albums, that's nominated for a Grammy right now. I think it's Deluxe 10 or Deluxe 11.
Yeah, that's right.
And Chris Brown actually ended up showing up at the event as well, and was doing some signings. I think it was the Astro Boy collectible, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, that's another one that sort of threw me as well, because I was walking around here over like the PA system. They go, Chris Brown is going to be at this booth at 3:00. Everyone, Chris Brown, 3:00. I was like, no, like the Chris Brown. I actually spoke to one guy. When they say Chris Brown, they're like the Chris Brown. He's like, oh yeah, he'll be here at 3 o'clock. I was like, oh bloody hell. It's like, so, and then like 3 o'clock rolls around, like literally everyone's losing their mind. He's over by the Astro Boy thing, doing signings and that. We didn't get a chance to see him because there was like that many people all over the place, and but yeah, that was kind of another cool highlight. But yeah, back to Kryptoni. Kryptoni actually caught me by surprise, really, because like I was just walking around, like next thing, I hear this voice behind my head, and he goes, "Osman," and I'm completely just caught completely off guard, because not only does anyone call me Osman in public, because most people don't know my secret identity. I turn around, and there's like this big tall fella standing there, and he goes, "I knew it was you. So how you doing?" I'm just like looking at him, like completely like blank face, and go. I just say to him, "Go look, I'm so sorry, man. I have no idea who you are." and
Dude, he was tall. He was tall. I was looking at him like
tall.
I was looking up, and I'm normally looking like either eye to eye or down on people, and I was.
I know. Up. And then he looks at me and he goes, Kryptoni. I was like, Kryptoni. Oh, Jesus. I was like, how you doing? Like, I shake his hand, like, it's like pleasure to meet him. And he's like, yeah, like, give Osman a shirt. Give Osman a shirt. And he gives me this shirt, a white shirt with the Mayflower on it, the cabbage, which is a fantastic shirt as well. So yeah, that was another little highlight of my trip of the experience as well, because I was hoping to meet him again at the after party, but he unfortunately didn't turn up. But yeah, again, another really cool guy, and I'm actually hoping that he'll jump into space sometime, so I can actually thank him properly. But yeah, I thought that was really, really cool. And also just on the go on, sorry mate.
I was going to say, what's funny is we're still going to be talking about this next week, because we're going to be like remembering things that we forgot this week.
I know
so much that happened.
I know. We're probably going to have like some of our regular listeners like not tuning, because they're like, oh, they're talking about Dcon again. I just want to hear about VeVe. I want to hear about like what's going on with Candy Digital or McFarlane. I want to hear any more of this Dcon stuff.
That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about too. I'm like, I need to get my video out sooner than later.
Yeah, definitely. Also just on the subject of t-shirts as well, before I forget about it, big shout out to Automobili. I actually was actually given one of his shirts by KC, which apparently was a gift from Automobili. So Automobili, if you end up jumping into space or you listen to this on the playback, big thank you for the shirt as well, mate. Yeah, love it. And yeah, really, really cool. And hopefully maybe someday I'll try and get some more off you. It's just trying to get things shipped out here costs you an arm and a leg. So that's some of the highlights of my Dcon experience. I'm sure I'll remember more as we go. But yeah, like I said, just experienced it with everybody. Experienced it with yourself, Guri, Shawnee Poo, Double Quill, Hinano D, Three Biggest Bro as well with his missus. Three Biggest Bro. That's another one I can't say more nice things about. He is basically everything as you see. As if we ever say here in England, it's kind of like as it says on the tin, and it's basically he comes across exactly as you see him in spaces. He's a fantastic human being and a real pleasure to be around. And also his lovely lady as well. Again, another highlight on my trip as well. All right, guys. Well, it's getting into the last 15 minutes of the show. So yeah, we've basically done a pretty good job of doing a big walk down memory lane with our Dcon experience. Hang on, this one. And yeah, basically going over our experience from Vegas to Dcon. We had a brief touch on some of the drops coming on VeVe coming soon. So we've got the Punisher Evolvable drops coming next Saturday. And we also got the announcement of the Diorama as well as being dropped on the 1st of December. And just a little bit about some of the coming comic book drops and some other fun stuff in between. But again, guys, I want to say a big thank you for everyone's taking the time out of your busy day to come and chill in the space with us. A big thank you if you're just tuning in, or a big thank you if you're still with us. And we're sort of up to that time of the show where I actually have a giveaway, which is actually being supported by VeVe. So I want to say big thank you to VeVe for that one. So it's what I'm going to do, the way I'm going to do it, I'm just going to do a random number generator, and we're going to try and give this thing away. So basically, it's a completely random collectible. So it could be a collectible, could be a comic. I have no idea what this thing is, but what we're going to do is we've got 4, 8, 12, 20 run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a number between 1 and 21 because that's all I can see on my screen. Josh, can you confirm on how many people you can see on your screen so I make sure I get this accurate?
Yeah, one sec. All right, I see 26.
26. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to do a number between 1 and
12, 16, 20. Oh, sorry, 22.
22.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
I'm doing a number between 22 right now. I'm going to tap it a couple of times. And I've got number 4, 4, 7, 4. Out. 4. Okay, I have a winner. Oh yeah.
I was just gonna say I've been looking at Vegan Things profile so much that I'm on their website buying these glasses right now.
Oh, you now.
I regret not getting them, so I need to get them. But sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that's right. I was about to say I was going to put this on. So, where are you?
Let the games begin.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've come to that time of the show where we have a random, completely random comic collectible. I have no idea what it is. That is the very definition of random, and it's been very generously provided by VeVe Digital Collectibles. So again, thank you so much for that, guys. And what I've done is I've done a random number generator, and I have a winner, and that winner is suspense. I did have that one. And the winner is the one, the only, the Mint Hunter Extraordinaire, always pulling out those fantastic mint numbers, and also a regular listener in the channel. So you know him as Mr. Chris Severs.
Let's go.
Yes, Chris Severs, you are the lucky winner of the our random giveaway, supported by VeVe Digital. So again, a big congratulations to you, sir, and thank you for sticking with us all the way through the show and listening to us go on a trip down memory lane with Dcon and all the other fun stuff in between. We're absolutely gutted that you weren't able to join us on that extraordinary historical journey. But you never know. Hopefully, you might be able to jump in on one of the next ones. So so Chris, if either VeVe gets in contact with you or you get in contact with VeVe, I'll chuck MC a message as well. Let them know that you're the winner, and we'll make it happen. So I think it normally takes a little bit for it to get it out to you. But again, congratulations to you, sir, and again, thanks for tuning in. All right, guys. So we're coming into the last 20 minutes of the show. Last 10 minutes of the show. Sorry, because it's getting late and I got to wrap things up, and I am still suffering from a teeny bit of jet lag, but I'm almost there. But yeah, guys, big thank you for everyone who's taking the time to listen in. Big thank you to everyone who's spoken in the space this evening. Josh, Hinano, Casual, and guys, just always a pleasure having everyone in the space. Like I always say, it's just you guys that make these spaces what they are, and as long as everyone keeps coming back, we'll keep holding them for as long as we possibly can. As we start wrapping things up, if there was anyone who wanted to come up to the stage to say hi, say a few words, share some of your collecting experiences or some of the experiences you may have had in Dcon or in Vegas, so you're more than welcome to. Or you can always write them in the comments if you can't come up to the stage. That option is always there and available. Here you go. Chris says, fantastic, out with a fan, but quietly listening in. I see sneaking away in a corner, maybe doing a bit of on market shopping, maybe. So putting that credit card to good use. Now, again, mate, congratulations to you, Chris. Again, another fantastic voice in the space and just a wealth of knowledge and positivity. Guys, like I was saying, if you just want to just chill in the background and listen to us chat, that's also cool as well. Josh, was there anything else you wanted to cover or go over before we start winding things down?
No. just want to let everyone know my glasses are en route, 3 to 5 business days, and I should have them, so it should be good.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Yes.
No, I did pin to the top my key takeaways from VV's recent VVverse videos with Falcon. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, feel free to. But I just break down kind of all the main things I see in the video. Like what were used with simple shapes, what were default models, how they kind of created certain things, and yeah, pin that to the top. So other than that, appreciate the show, and thanks for everyone who hopped up.
Yeah, no worries. And yeah, again, I appreciate everyone for tuning in, for speaking. Again, massive shout out to everybody I met in real life out in Vegas. So yeah, again, big shout out to Christopher, True Tech. Who else was there as well? I met Vegan Things, Guri. Big shout out to you as well, mate. Big shout out to Acrolite as well. Acrolite was intending to come out to Vegas, but unfortunately, was a bit under the weather and was unable to travel. So that was a bit of a downer because another one I was really looking forward to meeting. But we'll hopefully get a chance to meet in real life sometime soon. Maybe down the track, maybe in New York. Who knows? Or maybe just come chill in the space and chat. You never know. And I also want to say a big shout out to some other content creators in the space that I had the pleasure of being on as well. Also, a big shout out to Mainzy and Jay East. I had the pleasure of being on their channel yesterday, Collectors Hub. Just chatting collectibles and also my own Vegas experience there. So big shout out to them. And guys, like I say all the time, if you're able to support your local content creators, whether that be through the Buy Me a Coffee links. I know Jace has got one. I've got one. Doctor's got one. Double Quill's got one as well. And if you're able to support in that way, definitely do so if you're able to, because every little bit helps. And also as well, I want to say a big shout out to Captain Obvious, because we recently just did Get to the Comics number 29, where I had I had a Captain Obvious on, and she's on with her whole family. So that was Smitty and DJ Zipline, which is her other half and son. And we had a good time going over Squirrel Girl number 1, which is a really fun read. And if anyone wants to check it out, you can check it out on the YouTube channel, Get to the Comics. And also as well, make sure you give Josh a like, comment, and subscribe as well. The Collector's Gone Digital, and also this fella that just jumped back up in the space, the Real Uncommon Podcast. Make sure you give them a like, a follow, and subscribe as well, because again, they have always fantastic guests on their channel as well, which I recently think they just had Morgan on, who's involved in the Thorn ecosystem and other cool stuff in the space as well. Check them all out. Give all your favorite content creators a like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz, and just help us on our way. But he's back again. He couldn't keep him out. Hinano, you're back again.
Hello, I am the real Hinano.
Oh,
that's not Hinano.
We've been infiltrated.
Right.
How are you, dude? How are you, dude?
I'm good. I missed you guys.
No, we miss you too.
Thanks for the space. I'm gonna have to go back and re-listen, but appreciate you guys holding the space. And I know
She's
you guys
eating.
are talking.
Oh, she's definitely. She's definitely eating.
So,
You know, she showed up on my stream yesterday, and somebody's like, "Does Dee like chocolate?" I was like, "No, she likes food."
That's it.
Right. Yeah. I am actually eating. They have these new things at Dairy Queen. They're called, what are they called? Like pretzel sticks.
They're not that new.
Oh, they're not new. Oh, they're new to me. Oops. I just figured that out today. But they look like little hot dogs. Comes with 3 sticks and like zesty sauce. But it's really good. Anyways,
Ooh.
I just wanted to come up and say hey, and thanks for the space, and counting down the days till next year.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna feel like another. It's funny, like, because it feels like, just the start of this year we were like, talking about like, we're gonna go to Vegas, and like, I spent like all year basically like trying to get as much overtime in at work as I possibly can to pay for it all, and like all the hype up to it, and now it's here and now it's gone again. Now it's just like, wow, now what? So start get ready for the next one. I know. But again, what an experience it was, guys, and we can't say this enough. If you ever get a chance to come to an in real life event, do it because yeah, it's a next level thing.
Well, you know what? Can I also add? I really and I honestly believe this. I mean, we just saw this in Vegas. VeVe didn't have a booth. It wasn't a VeVe event, but it felt like one.
Yep.
I really don't think we need to even wait for a Comic Con or a Dcon. Like, if people really want to do a gathering somewhere, like, do it. Like that's just what I got to say about that. Like, just do it. Like, even if it's like you and I flying out to Hawaii to see, Hinano and D, we should do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not something.
Should do
yeah,
it.
It's not something that we need. There you go. Yeah, it's not something we need to wait for like New York, like all next year. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, obviously there's a financial component involved there, but yeah.
Oh, that's it. We just need the crypto market to moon a little bit, and then we'll be fine. No worries.
Watch everyone FOMO to VeVe Con in Hawaii. Watch.
Oh yeah, VeVe Con Hawaii. But that also brings me back to if you are in the in the UK area, in the London area, perhaps we do also have our own little meetup happening this coming Saturday. So on the 30th of November. So myself, a couple other members of the community as well. We've got the likes of Master Ronnie. Who else is coming? We've got Master Ronnie, possibly Weisman. Who else is coming? Let me see here. I have also got Omi Charlie as well is going to be coming as well, and Mainzy is also going to be making an appearance as well, and various other members as well. Mr. Falcon might even drop in as well, and yeah, it's going to be a fantastic time. But if you are in the London area and you are listening to this, or you are interested in catching up with in real life people, yeah, let me know. Shoot me a DM, and I'll get you involved with it. We'll give you the details.
I'm gonna have to miss that one, unfortunately.
I know. I'm looking at you, Seabass. hopefully you can come and join us. Also, Shanksy was in here as well. I'm pretty sure she's on the on the London side as well. But yeah, that offer is there and available. But no, but you're right, Josh. I mean, as much as we all love VeVe, it doesn't need to be the reason why we all come together. Like, we enjoy VeVe. We enjoy I mean, me personally, I'm always grateful to VeVe for providing us with something to basically all gather around. Like, we all have that one thing in common, and that's all brought us together as a community. In some cases, as a family. And yeah, so again, a big thank you to VeVe for providing us a platform so we can all get together and share our love of fandom, and just give us all something in common to talk about.
100%, and that was nothing against them as well. But yeah, they like, yeah, it's got to be so cool for like David and Dan to look back at this now and be like, it started with us too, and now they've created a community that wants to get together, even if VeVe's not there. It's just that's got to be like such a cool feeling. So
yeah. No, definitely. All right, guys. On that note, I got to start wrapping up the space. But Hinano, D in the background there. Was there anything you'd like to leave us with before we start closing out, or if there's anything else? If anyone wants to jump up real quick and say a few words, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, I got to start closing out the space.
No, man. Just thank you and Josh for the space. I'll let you guys know when the Dcon in Hawaii happens.
Oh yeah, looking forward to it. And also, I also had a fantastic time. We also, myself, D, and Mission, we had a lovely moment sharing some pink box donuts and some other various food ventures across our time in Vegas. It was great. But yeah, Josh, was there anything you want to leave us with, mate, before we start closing out?
No, man, just appreciate everyone who hopped up. Fantastic show. And apologies in advance if we're still talking about Dcon next week.
No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
No, I appreciate everyone, and yeah, we'll catch you on. I'm gonna try and make Wednesday, but if not, Sunday.
No, sounds good, guys. All right, guys. On that note,
oh yeah. Sorry.
What's that?
And we got a video coming soon too.
Stay tuned. Excellent. Yeah, I'm the same. I got to try and go through my photos and start dropping a few things in the spaces as well, because I got loads of awesome photos I need to share. But life. But we'll get there. On that note, guys, I'm going to say big thank you to everyone who's taken the time, a busy day, come and chill in the space with us. Big thank you to everyone who's spoken in the space. Big thank you to Josh, Collectables Digital. Big thank you to Hinano and Dee as well for speaking in the space as well. Big thank you to Casual as well, who popped in to come and speak in the space as well. And again, give big congratulations to Chris Severs for winning the random VeVe giveaway. Also, as well, I see L Batman's just dropped in the space as well. I do have to start wrapping up the space, but I just want to say real quick, it was a pleasure meeting you in real life at was it in Dcon and also at Arcade's party. I'm sorry I couldn't spend more time with you and get to know you a little bit more, but like I said, there was a lot of people that night I was trying to get around to, but yeah, a lot going on. But hopefully I will catch you again in the spaces or out there again in another real life event. The same with Mahalo Joe as well. I see you listening out there in the background as well. Again, another one. Real pleasure to meet you at Dcon and in real life. And again, hopefully to meet you guys all again. And we'll spend a bit more time getting to know each other a bit more. And that goes for everyone else I missed.
And also shout out to the VeVe account for showing up to the show. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in, whoever you might be behind the mask, and also again for the giveaway. Much appreciated. And again, guys, everything you guys are doing over at VeVe, loving the progress of the product, loving the progress of the team, and all the content that's coming out, and all the other fun, exciting stuff in the next couple of days, and also the rework of the mobile app. What's the progression of the VeVeverse, and also the other fun drops as well. Just keep doing what you're doing, and yeah, really excited to see where we go to next. And on that note, guys, I'm going to say my good nights, my good evenings, good mornings, wherever you might be in the world. This has been Web V Weekends episode 55. So, and if you're just tuning in now and you missed the majority of everything we just spoke about, fear not, this will be available on the Web V Collective's YouTube channel. So stay tuned for that in the X Spaces, and you'll be able to listen to the playback there. But yeah, guys, like I said, Web V Weekends episode 55. I have been your host, Osman Collect 63. Take care, guys. Have a good one, and we will talk more soon.